If you watched our video on the best cycling quotes of all time, you'll know that Ernest Hemingway once said,
"It is by riding a bicycle that you learn the contours of a country best, since you have to sweat up the hills and coast down them."
And it's true, there is so much more to see when you explore a country on two wheels. Cycling travel agents Bikecation have compiled their 10 best views in Europe from a road bike. Let us know if you agree with them. It's one of the most feared climbs in all of Europe among professional and amateur riders alike, but that doesn't mean to say it's not pretty to look at. From the top you can see those 48 hairpin bends snaking away back down the valley. It's absolutely breathtaking, not least because you're 2,700 metres above sea level. It's renowned as one of the toughest climbs in the Alps. In fact, you have to climb a mountain before even getting to the Galibier, with the Telegraph to the north and the Lothare to the south. On a clear day you can see for miles, with the climb often taking you up into the cloud line with an elevation hitting over 2,600 metres. Unlike the first two views on this list, you don't have to do all that much climbing to take in the peace and tranquility of Lake Como. In the springtime the conditions are perfect for bike riding, and you beat the rush of tourists that converge on the area in the summertime. Situated in the Lombardy region of Italy, there's no shortage of incredible cycling routes that take you past one of Europe's deepest and most scenic lakes. Certainly a climb to tick off your bucket list, but it's the descent that you should look forward to, as the road actually twists underneath itself at the top before slicing through rock faces as you drop down to the small port at the bottom. Sacalobra translates as the serpent, and it's easy to understand why when you visit here. It's definitely worth a few photos from the top before you get on your way again and explore the rest of Mallorca. It's a mountain like no other. Isolated from all the other alpine ranges in the area, its summit can be seen from miles away. Many will travel to the small town of Bédoin just to ride Ventoux, and it's certainly worth the trip. The long forested drag at the bottom leads all the way up to Chalet Reynard, where the landscape transforms and gives way to the bare limestone and black and yellow pillars lining the roadside all the way up to the observatory at the top. All of these features making the views from here so distinctive. The brutal gradients and exposed landscapes give this giant of Provence a harsh beauty. It really has to be seen to be believed. Bikecation calls the St. Gothard's Pass unusual, and on closer inspection we presume it's meant as a compliment. You don't see many mountain passes with cobblestones, but that's just one of the amazing features of the old Tremola road that ascends all the way up to 2,091 metres, taking in glorious switchbacks, flowing mountain streams, and even a lake near the top. With most of the traffic bypassing the Massif via the numerous tunnels through the mountain, this climb often feels like it's been reserved especially for cyclists. It's no secret that we love the Canary Islands here at GCN, so we're pleased to see Mount Teide on the Bikecation list of greatest views. Volcanic landscapes like this are hard to find in Europe, and the opportunity to literally climb from the sea to over 2,300 metres is one not to be missed. Near the top you'll ascend above the cloud line and through almost otherworldly lava fields. You might even see the pros departing from the famous Parador Hotel, where countless pro teams have situated their riders as a base for high altitude training camps. The Yorkshire Dales were revealed to the cycling world and the grand depart of the 2014 Tour de France, with the opening two stages showcasing Yorkshire's lush green valleys and picturesque villages, as well as a real passion among the public for cycling in the area. Earmarked as an area of outstanding natural beauty, be prepared for numerous steep climbs and a rugged beauty that's hard to beat. We've already had plenty of Alpine inspiration in this video, so we'll finish with a couple from the Pyrenees. Jagged rock faces, greenery, fountains and wildlife all epitomise the Col du Bisque, a climb with so much to see it's hard to take it all in. Once you climb out of the forest, the road opens out towards the top and gives you wonderful vistas of the surrounding peaks. an unspoiled UNESCO heritage site located deep in the Pyrenees National Park on the border of France and Spain. The Cirque de Gavigny offers one of the finest mountain backdrops in all of France, according to Bikecation. The location's protected status has prevented the Tour de France visiting here, much to the frustration of race organisers ASO. Once you've taken in the beautiful views of the Cirque, you can make a day of it by continuing on up the 10-kilometre long Col de Tont. How many views on this list have you sampled yourself? And which ones should have been included? Let us know down in the comments. We've kicked things off with Europe, but let us know some of the best views in other continents too. And you never know, there might be more videos like this coming soon. For some more cycling inspiration, check out Simon and Dan's ride To Do Before You Die in Gran Canaria by clicking here.